So attack from the temple is one of our first offensive movements. Not the first, but one of our first. And the idea is in the A variation, I'm basically doing the end of sumo. So I come in, offensively get a quick push, hammer fist the groin, back kick, and cross out towards 730. The whole idea of this is that I need to make some space. So in the B and C variation, what's happening is I start A and I notice that someone's coming up from behind or too close. That's when we make those adjustments. So in the B and the C variation, what's happening is I'm essentially just doing A. I go 1, 2, and I realize instead of back kicking this person's coming up at me. So I throw the roundhouse. This is a body height roundhouse. You could take it to the head or you could take it to the leg, but the original technique is body height. So the B variation one more time. I push, I'm trying to make some space here. I hammer fist the groin. My full intention was to back kick this person, but I notice in my peripheral someone's coming up. So a roundhouse. From the side, we step up. I'm in a left side fighting stance. I get my push. A slight Chinese hidden foot to make my adjustment to hammer fist the groin. I notice someone coming up, roundhouse. Now C is a little bit different. I start A, I notice someone's coming up from behind, but they're too close. So how can I make more space? I'll explain it this way. If I'm here in this position and I start 1, and I notice someone's really coming up quickly behind me, I step to a square horse stance, hammer fist this opponent in the groin. They're too close. So I roundhouse them here and back. 1, hammer fist them. I've stepped to a square horse to allow for a little bit more space. I try to catch them with a roundhouse kick. 1, 2. Now, if you land that roundhouse kick, you won't have any problem with balance throwing it. In the air, it's a little bit tricky. Make sure you lean back, kick, make your adjustment, and kick. So in the C variation from another angle, if I'm here, not a street stance because it's an offensive movement. 1, I notice someone's coming up quickly. I buy myself some space. I hammer fist the groin here. Roundhouse, back kick. If you were to cross out, you should be crossing out in a position where you could get both parties in your peripheral vision. So for example, if I did C to facing 12 o'clock like this, 1, 2, roundhouse to 6, back kick to 12. I'm going to try and cross out to 9 to be able to see both my parties. So if I do the technique to 12, I push, come to a square horse, and I hammer fist. My opponent gets a roundhouse to 6, back kick to 12. I would try to cross out to 9 to see both parties.